So at this point, most of us have either taken antibiotics ourselves or had our mothers take antibiotics and destroy their L-Reuteri. And so generationally now, we've got probably 3 generations of people with no L-Reuteri in their gut. Now, people who have never been exposed to modern medicine, they've been tested and they still have L-Reuteri in their gut. Amazing. But us Westerners, we do not. And what L-Reuteri does is it is a good, healthy bacteria that helps you break down your food. Each bacteria lives for about 3 hours, and when it dies, the other good bacteria in your gut like to feed on L-Reuteri. And the bad bacteria doesn't like L-Reuteri. It won't feed on it. So that makes less available resources for the bad bacteria. One of the things that you can do is you can make your own yogurt. You can grab a very inexpensive $60 yogurt maker off of Amazon. Then you can go ahead and get the ingredients to make L-Reuteri. I ordered from Dr. Davis's website, especially blended L-Reuteri that's really high quality. Now you might be asking, why can't I just take the pill? And you can take the pill, but what happens is it only has so much bacteria in this little tiny capsule that you can swallow. And yeah, when you put it into milk to make a yogurt-like substance out of it, it is going to double every 3 hours in bacteria. A slow fermentation process. They recommend 36 hours for a nice sour yogurt experience. That half a cup or so of yogurt that you're going to eat is going to have hundreds of thousands of more of the L-Reuteri in it than you can fit in one capsule. And so that's why we make the yogurt. Now, you also will need inulin powder. It's made from artichoke. It is this fiber that's going to feed your L-Reuteri. I did some research and they recommend that the inulin is better for yogurt making versus the potato starch. You need milk and you need inulin powder and you need L-Reuteri to make the most basic yogurt. It's going to have an amazing effect on your skin health. Now, I have struggled with adult acne until just the last few weeks, have always had blackheads and acne. As I've gone through the menopause stages, it's gotten worse. And so really my skin looks beautiful 6 weeks into yogurt making and yogurt eating. I'm amazed. It's nice and lovely. Now, another aspect of this yogurt is there's probably a lot of you out there who are struggling with digestive issues, and you maybe have what they call Sebo, the overgrowth of bacteria. You've got that leaky gut syndrome. Now, Sebo yogurt has L-Reuteri in it, but it also has a few other ingredients. It's going to have this probiotic called Gasteri in it, and it is another bacteria that's healthy and good for your gut. And antibiotics also kills this. And then your other ingredient is going to be just some Digestive Advantage Daily Probiotic. It's a 4-in-1. So the Sebo recipe is, again, for 2 of these quart-sized containers. I like to mix it up in a big bowl. So I put in my 1 capsule of my Gasteri, 1 capsule of my L-Reuteri, and 1 capsule of my digestive aid. And my inulin powder, I put in just a couple tablespoons of milk first, like 1/4 of a cup or half a cup at the most. And I mix slurry. That's where we take these dry ingredients and mix it into the smaller part. And I really try to make sure I get all the clumps out with my whisk. And then I add the rest of the milk to the container. Once I get that all mixed up, then I'm going to pour it into my bowls. I actually use the A2 milk. So A2 milk is a different version of cow that doesn't produce as much milk per milking, but it's easier to digest. So for somebody who has struggled with dairy, going with A2 is a great option. And I'm finding that I don't have any problems with A2 milk to make my yogurt. Adding all this bacteria to the yogurt and do this slow grow, it's going to actually change the protein molecules and change the way that the sugars are too, and make it less inflammatory and easier to digest. That's why for tens of thousands of years, Humans have been eating yogurt cultures because they can ferment it. It lasts longer that way. And then you're going to take your water and you're going to pour it in your container up to where your batch starts in your yogurt container. So that's it. Then you plug in your machine, put the lid on, and then you're going to set the timer for 36 hours and set the temperature to 106 degrees. Now, I know not everybody is going to want to run out and buy a yogurt maker. If you've got an Instapot, if it's a full-size big one, you can put your yogurt in quart jars, put it straight into your Instapot, set it for 36 hours at 106 degrees, and you'll have yogurt. So now, once you get your first batch made, I'm going to let you know it's going to be a little runny. It's going to have a lot of whey. It's going to be kind of separated. You're going to get some like white stuff on the top and some liquid on the bottom. And that's okay. That's your first batch. Just know it turned out fine. We've come to the end of making our first batch of yogurt, and I hope that you enjoy it and begin to rebuild your gut health for better mental health. In the next video, you're going to learn about how to make the yogurt making process easier, including how to have a mother batch, the mother load of starting all of your future yogurt batches. So tune into that. I can't wait to see you soon.